Yes guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video what we will be doing is I'm going to be giving up my road bike for this new bike, the jump bike. Now the challenge is 7 days I will only be riding this bike. We're going to see how good I can get and just have a lot of fun over the week and just see what I can achieve. Let's jump into that video right now.
Will you take part in my life, my love? That is my dream. I think what I dream is what you make it. Always right.
For day one, I decided that I needed to get a feel for the bike, the way it handles, and I decided there is no better place than the BMX track. I arrived early so there wouldn't be many people about, and I started to ride around, just trying to get a feel for how the bike handles and rides, and trying to figure out how to get around the track with not a lot of pedaling. Trying to use the track to create my speed is a lot harder than it looks, and it is a really good workout. One lap of this track and you can really feel them lungs screaming. It wasn't long before I decided that I wanted to take the two wheels off the ground, pump the first one and use the second lip to launch me. This was a great way to get some air. With a big open landing, this was an ideal way to feel what the bike would be like in the air. So with a few jumps under my belt, I decided to set myself a little challenge. Okay, only pedaling on the burbs. After just about making that, there was one more thing I wanted to attempt today, the manual. I picked the section on the track that I was going to try this and gave it a go. The manual is something that I have never been able to do, and with try after try, it was something that was definitely not going to be achieved today. And with the track starting to get busy and my legs and arms starting to tire, I gave it one more go before heading home and preparing for day 2. Waking up on day 2 with a massive bruise on my leg with no idea how it got there was a new one to me, but I guess it's something I should get used to if I'm going to be riding a jump bike. Day 2 brings me to a pump track in Christchurch, and today I will try to learn how to jump properly. My goal for today is to try and clear the first 3 jumps. I clear it. When I first arrived here, I am not going to lie, I thought I would be able to clear these jumps relatively quickly. After first looking at them, as they are not some huge jumps. However, as I continue to case jump after jump after jump, and only occasionally clearing the odd one, it was starting to frustrate me, as I just could not seem to clear them, especially the second one. After some more time and lots of runs with the occasional jump cleared, this guy Matt was giving me some pointers which was super helpful, and I was getting ever so closer to clearing these jumps. Okay. I've been here for a while now. Shout out to Matt, who was just helping me try and clear these. Getting pretty close now, but not quite. But let's have a few more goes. Try and get this. The main goal right now is just to clear these 3 jumps. First one's fine. Second one, 10 pace. Third one, 10 pace. Right. Oh, so close. So close in that second one. Having someone to be able to point out what you are and are not doing is super helpful when you feel you are stuck and cannot seem to progress anymore. As time went on and run after run, getting more and more tired and hungry, I gave myself 5 more tries to try and clear these jumps. Right, 5 more tries. 5 more tries. Then it's time to call it a day because I'm hungry. 5 more tries. Try 1. Let's do it. That was try 1. Try 2. Number 2. Manual. That was a rubbish try. Stop overthinking it. 3. Two more tries left for the day. Oh. Try 4. Let's do it. That was awful. 1. Last try. And now I'm going to get some food. Let's do it. Make it count. Oh, yeah. That was a good one for the last one. Manual. Day 3 starts with a long old ride to get to where we will be riding today. 10 miles on a jump bike with this gearing is quite a pain to ride. Today we will be riding at Moores Valley pump track and jumps. I'm not sure what's going to be harder, the ride there or the big jumps. But to start the day, I will start with a quick warm up around the pump track. Not that a 10-mile ride on a tiny jump bike didn't warm me up or anything. Now that I am all warmed up from the pump track, it was time to start the process of working my way up to the big boy jumps. First, we will hit the little jump just to get comfortable being off the ground for the first time today. However, with the big jumps staring me in the face, it was time to try and tackle them. I decided I would just roll over them for the first go and work my way up to trying to jump them after. These jumps are quite daunting when you are approaching them, which was making it hard to clear as I wasn't fully committed. With a bit of time, trial and error, I started to grow in confidence and I was starting to commit a bit more to each jump and was soon able to clear a couple of the big jumps. With a good atmosphere here today, I took my final run. Today was all about pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and I think I did just that. Cleared them on camera. After yesterday's rainy day, I decided for day 5 that I would take a bit of a risk and head to some dirt jumps I found in a previous video. The problem with this place is after it has been raining, it is mostly unrideable. So after looking around and only finding one jump that seemed rideable, the problems started. With nothing to warm up on and having to go straight into this jump, I was having a mental block. This place gets really slippery, and as I struggled to even get up the roll in, I was just stuck. Not even able to make myself ride down. Today was the first day in the week that I was unsure if I would even be able to hit a single jump. With no one around to watch and get a feel for the place, I had to figure this one out on my own. Oh, it's just slippery. Oh, I don't like it. I'm sure it's fine, but it just feels slippery. This is probably more slippery. Oh, come on. Let's go check it out. Let's ride this, come on. Should be fine. Come on, just ride it. After a lot of mental back and forth with myself, I managed to overcome the first hurdle. I managed to roll in and feel what the jump would feel like. Now it was time to start working up, to start getting some air today. I started off by just rolling up to the jump and then just simply rolling over the jump, and then just allowing my wheels to come off the ground a little bit more each time. It didn't take long after my first roll-in to overcome any doubt that I may have been having. After a few attempts, I was not only clearing the jump with ease, I was having a lot of fun. I was starting to feel relaxed in the air and in full control. Day 6. Well, what can I really say about day 6? As you can see, it was another rainy day. Not only a rainy day, but a windy day also. When I left the house this morning, I didn't have much hope of achieving too much, and to be completely honest, I didn't manage to achieve anything this day. Apart from getting absolutely soaked and cold, every time I took the wheels off the ground, I was getting blown all over the place. This day was a complete bust. Day 7, the last day of this challenge. All I had to do was ride the jump bike today and I will have completed my 7-day jump bike challenge. I wanted to finish this week where it started, on the BMX track. Unfortunately, I was unable to ride on here today as the BMXers were training and the track closed for public use. So today we will have to go back to Christchurch pump track. And as I enjoyed the crisp December morning air, even the gloves were on this morning, sun shining and casing jump after jump after jump, seemingly forgetting everything I had learned over the last 7 days. I wasn't even bothered in the slightest, as I remembered how awesome the last 7 days had been, from all the people I have met along the way, the new skills I have gained, and overcoming the personal challenges that this week has brought. All through this week, I have had an old saying in my head that has got me through the last 7 days. And that saying is, it is better to have tried and failed than fail to try. To finish the week off, I thought I would do a couple of full runs on this track before heading home, giving it my best shot and trying to put everything I have learned this week together. Although not perfect, I am super happy with how I have improved over such a short period of time. I even managed to successfully do a couple of manuals. The jump bike will definitely be something I will continue to use, and maybe it's time to start learning some tricks.